Hello everybody, it's TannerFishies here, back again with a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing Ninjago Season 16 once again, and a pretty big reaction from the Ninjago community regarding a decision that has been allegedly made for the character of Nia. That, of course, to bring her back as Samurai X, as opposed to keeping her as the Water Ninja, or new water entity, that we saw towards the end of Ninjago Seabound. This big transition for Nia from Water Ninja to Samurai X again was revealed through a series of Ninjago leaks that may or may not be credible. Again, keep that in mind. Leaks are always subject to change after all, so this information may not be final. But from what we've seen right now from Ninjago leaks, and especially considering the lack of official Ninjago Season 16 content, it seems like many Ninjago fans are banking on this idea being accurate, that in Ninjago Season 16, Nia will once again become Samurai X. I've already talked about this in previous videos as well, but in today's video, I would like to get more into the behind the scenes aspects as to why this decision may have been made. You know, focusing on the why rather than the how or the what or the when that we've covered in previous content. Because this seems like such a weird choice, I want to get into why the Ninjago staff or LEGO themselves may have made this decision. Before we begin though, as I've said, these leaks are always subject to change. Leaks are not 100% accurate, and this video will primarily be focusing on my own speculation, not so much factual statements as opposed to speculation coming from the part of myself, so keep that in mind as we continue forward as well. And also, this video will in fact contain potential spoilers for Ninjago Season 16. I don't think there's going to be anything super major spoiled in today's video, but you have been warned, keep that in mind. And I think a good place to start regarding this discussion would be to go to the source itself, the actual Ninjago leaks that we got courtesy of promobricks.com. Alright guys, so here we are back on promobricks.com looking at the summer 2022 information. Now like I said, there will be massive spoilers ahead. You have been warned one final time regarding spoilers, but the actual set that we need to take a look at here really quick is... be patient while I find it here. Right here, the Samurai X mech, or Nia's Samurai X mech, set number 71775. We've talked about this set before multiple times, so I apologize if this is, you know, kind of repetitive, but for those that don't know, this is the set that we can actually find all of the Nia Samurai X information in. And of course, they just attach an image of Zane's Titan mech just as a sample because we don't have images just yet. Keep that in mind as well. Okay, right here, we have a confirmation of Nia as Samurai X. There that is. New minifigures of Sensei Wu Garmadon, yada yada yada. Nia's Samurai X mech is said to be the largest mech ever, and like Zane's Legacy mech, it can move its knees. Thank goodness for knee articulation. Shoulder blades rotate, contain spring-loaded stud shooters. Opponent is a dragon-like Venstone creature. Okay, so basically, long story short, this is the set that we can actually find Nia as Samurai X. The Samurai X mech that we're going to be seeing in this new upcoming summer 2022 wave will in fact be Nia's Samurai X mech. So yeah, kind of interesting there, and I'm not really sure what exactly the story will be surrounding this. All we know right now, based off of this information and the information that we can find in this article in other places, is only that Nia will be back as Samurai X. We don't really have any other story details as to why she could become Samurai X again, and like I said, I want to take a look at some of the behind the scenes aspects as to why the Ninjago staff may have made the decisions that they've made, why Nia will be Samurai X once again, according to these leaks, which again are pretty credible because they do come from a fairly credible source. So why don't we go ahead and discuss that really quick. Let's get into some possibilities as to why Nia could become Samurai X once more. So in terms of why the Ninjago staff and LEGO themselves decided to make this decision for Nia, I believe the first reason as to why this could have happened is because they simply have nowhere left to take her character following Ninjago Seabound. Ninjago Seabound was a fantastic way to bring Nia's character almost full circle, to give her something to do and make her stand out as a hero and her own hero in her own right. After her sacrifice towards the ending of Ninjago Seabound, Nia's character arc was arguably complete at that point. She went from being Kai's sister to Samurai X to the Water Ninja to this new water elemental being, and some could see this as Nia's character being maxed out following Ninjago Seabound's conclusion. However, because many Ninjago fans absolutely love Nia, there are several Nia fans that I've seen from my comment section as well as just other places in the community, maybe LEGO and the Ninjago staff saw Nia as a necessity for the the ninja team. She needs to be here at all times since she's been here since the beginning in various roles. While Nia's character has changed over time, her presence has always remained the same. Nia is a core member of the Ninjago cast, and if you were to remove her from the show, I imagine many Ninjago fans would get thrown off. So out of necessity, they brought Nia back, and that might make fans happy, but at the same time, maybe this means that they simply have nowhere left to take Nia's character, and as such, they've reverted her back to Samurai X just to give her something to do. For the second option that we have here, because season 16 is rumored to be one of the final Ninjago seasons with this group of characters, they may have just wanted to bring Nia back to have her be there for the very end, and to have her end the series in a similar point as to where she began the series, as Samurai X. Well, Nia's character was first introduced as Kai's sister. When the Ninjago show officially got picked up with season 1 Rise of the Snakes, yes, Nia's character was Samurai X during that season. There is a possibility that because Pixel is the current Samurai X right now in the Ninjago series, maybe Pixel might die and Nia can take up that mantle one final time, but I'm not sure how I feel about killing an established character to simply give some other character a chance to shine as a title that they previously held and abandoned. While it may not make that much sense, I believe the nostalgia factor is definitely present here. And for the final option that I have here, they may have just wanted to do something that doesn't involve Nia. Maybe the Ninjago season 16 story does not involve Nia in any way, but again, because of that necessity, they needed her there in some capacity. There's a big rumor right now that the Ninjago season 16 story will be focusing on many aspects that we saw during Ninjago's final battle. So things like the Overlord, Golden Power. A lot of that stuff revolved around the original 4 Ninja and Lloyd back during season 2, and Nia herself was kind of in a weird position in that season as well. Nia was not important to this overall plot point, and if this plot will in fact return in season 16, I fail to see how Nia would be important this time around either. Nia's kind of the odd man, or odd woman out I should say, in this situation, and again, they desperately need to find something for her to do, so why not have her be Samurai X once again? Again, if the Ninjago season 16 story does in fact focus on the original 4 Ninja and Lloyd, and not so much Nia, I can see where maybe the Ninjago staff had a hard time giving Nia something to do. In this scenario, Nia could fight the battle as Samurai X, while the other ninja pretty much do their deed in helping Lloyd do whatever he needs to do. But then again, I would still argue that you don't need Nia to be Samurai X in order to complete this role for her. She could easily help out as the water elemental that we saw towards the ending of Seabound. There's got to be something in terms of a story as to why Nia could become Samurai X once again, but honestly it kind of seems like a regression of her character. Some people see this as kind of an insult to the character, bringing her back to the basics as opposed to having her shine as her new self. However, I do have faith in the Ninjago staff. I doubt they would ruin Nia's arc intentionally. I just think it's kind of a weird transition on paper to see her coming back as Samurai X, but then again, that's all we have right now is words on paper. We haven't seen footage, we haven't seen what the final product will look like, and I imagine once the Ninjago series actually does reveal why Nia is Samurai X, I think it might make a little more sense to several Ninjago fans. And maybe once we hear some behind the scenes talk, I think that would give fans more closure as well to this situation and allow fans to both understand and finally find out why this decision was ultimately made. That's going to pretty much wrap it up from my thoughts here today, you guys. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts down below, so feel free to provide those thoughts in the comments section. I want to see where this discussion goes, so feel free to leave a comment discussing what you think is happening here. And that's going to pretty much do it for this one here today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And as always, check out the links down below in the description for other forms of social media. Thank you all so much for checking out today's video. Once again, you guys, my name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.